What's up, language lovers? Here I am, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to the first episode on the English YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to explore happiness. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. So hit that subscribe button and let's jump right in. Are you happy? It is a simple question, one that you can instinctively answer with an easy yes or no. However, for some obscure reason, the question, what is happiness, is more difficult to answer. So too is the question that follows, how do we achieve it? Well, defining happiness is not quite as simple as it might seem. Go into any mall these days and you'll find many people shopping at a frantic pace, believing that happiness is the thrill of buying a new pair of shoes or the latest high-tech device. Indeed, the idea of happiness has been a topic of much thought and discussion within the fields of philosophy, religion, and science for the past 2,500 years. A follower of Confucius, the famous Chinese philosopher, would say that happiness is the joy obtained from learning about humanity through social relationships and good deeds. Those good deeds, however, do not include going to the grocery store because your mother has told you to, or treating yourself to a steak at a restaurant after a hard day's work. In fact, a Buddhist would say that happiness is the reverse of consumerism, because happiness consists of self-discipline and a life without longing. Another perspective comes from scientists who have demonstrated that 50% of happiness is a result of the genes we inherit from our parents rather than the genes we purchase at the mall. So who is right, the shopper, the philosopher, the monk, or the scientist? Perhaps the answer lies in the field of psychology, or more specifically, positive psychology. In 1998, Martin Seligman, a psychologist at the University of Pennsylvania, gave a speech at the American Psychological Association in which he said that rather than devoting attention to unhappiness, psychology needed to change direction and focus instead on people for whom everything was going well. He said psychologists had a reasonably good understanding of depression, but they knew almost nothing about the mysteries of a happy life. He argued that if psychologists could isolate what those were, then people might be able to learn how to make themselves more satisfied with and cheerful about their lives. This was the beginning of positive psychology. Since then, research on happiness has come up with some astonishing facts. If we go back to the mall, shopping can indeed be a source of happiness, but it is significantly less, so once your basic needs have been met. The best kind of retail therapy is to shop for someone else. This is consistent with the Chinese teachings of 2,500 years ago that assert that happiness lies in acting within social networks rather than for our individual benefit only. Again, current research agrees. In 2002, a University of Illinois study found that students with the highest levels of happiness and the fewest signs of depression were those with strong friendship and family networks. Religion facilitates happiness in a similar manner. Once again, a review of a large number of research studies on the links between religion and happiness has concluded that there is a positive correlation between religious commitment and higher levels of perceived well-being and self-esteem. Grafting modern research onto Confucian philosophy, we can go back to our original question and say that happiness is a very personal combination of genetics, actions, and beliefs. In the future, it may become a standard practice for therapists to suggest interventions that boost happiness levels, including thanking people, writing letters to old friends, and hanging out with family. Who knew that learning to feel good could feel so good? All in all, happiness is a complex concept that has been explored by philosophers, religious thinkers, and scientists for centuries. While some people equate happiness with material possessions like new shoes or gadgets, others see it as a result of social relationships and good deeds, as suggested by Confucian philosophy. Buddhists, on the other hand, believe happiness comes from self-discipline and a life free from longing. Scientists add another layer, suggesting that genetics play a significant role. with 50% of our happiness being inherited. The field of positive psychology, introduced by Martin Seligman in 1998, shifts the focus from treating unhappiness to understanding what makes life fulfilling. Research in this area has revealed that while shopping can bring joy, it is more effective when done for others. Strong social networks and religious commitments also contribute significantly to happiness. Combining these insights, it appears that happiness is a blend of genetics, actions, and beliefs, and future therapeutic practices may include activities that enhance these aspects, such as expressing gratitude and maintaining close relationships. So the question is, when was the last time you used shopping to make yourself happy? Did it work? Now I'm going to expand your vocabulary by exploring some new words. I'll introduce each word, provide its definition, and use it in a sentence. Frantic means wild or distraught with fear, anxiety, or other emotions. For example, she made a frantic search for her keys when she realized she was locked out of her house. Obtain means to get, acquire, or secure something. For example, he managed to obtain a rare book for his collection after months of searching. Reasonably means in a fair and sensible way. For example, the teacher explained the concept reasonably well, making it easy for the students to understand. Consistent is acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate. For example, her consistent effort in studying led to her excellent grades. And facilitate means to make an action or process easy or easier. For example, the new software will facilitate the management of our projects by streamlining tasks. Commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, etc. For example, his commitment to the charity was evident through his regular volunteer work. Well, that's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear them. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Until next time, goodbye.